Okay, so it was a beautiful night on this island. I would definitely camp here again, but the tide is calling and I gotta get going downstream. So, gotta load up in the canoe, head downstream.
It was only until later in that day that I looked up the history of Esopus Island, which is interesting to say the least. If you get a chance, look it up. As the cliffs faded into the distance, the sun came out, but the wind was calm.
We're definitely in the Gilded Age, where everybody had their big fancy estates. I think this is Barred Rock right here, and I think up that way is where FDR's Hyde Park is. It's kind of crazy to think that on this trip I'm experiencing every form of transportation ever created by mankind. Starting out with the canoe, the original American-made. The indigenous communities all along the Northeast created birch bark canoes, which is the predecessor of what I'm paddling today. And then you had sailboats, like the schooners that we've been running into. And then the invention of steam, which now it's probably diesel, but you saw the old steamliners in Kingston. And then after that, I guess you had the invention of the motorboat, but also the trains, which have been going by non-stop on both sides of the river all night. Automobiles, seen those along the way, seen a few bridges for those. And then of course airplanes. Right now it's a little quiet, but I've been getting flown over a few times. Must be an airport nearby. So I don't know, just kind of cool to think how paddling down the Hudson I could see history, the progression of modern transportation. It all started with a humble canoe on this river. How much has changed. And that is Poughkeepsie, spelled Poughkeepsie. How I'm supposed to spell that, I have no clue. Can't stand it out, but everybody's been calling it Poughkeepsie. And I'm camping out over there, hopefully. Fingers crossed somebody lets me stay. Okay, let's keep going. Get off the river before all the boats get out.